Just wanted to touch base in this first little clip and just let you know what this video kind of is. It's literally just the past few videos I made just in one giant collection. I'm gonna do that after I make series, like series, I guess, of categories of videos. I'm gonna put them into one big collection. So then if people want to watch the whole thing, they can just do it that way. Today's video, I'm talking about someone that I don't talk about much, or not really talking, but showcasing. I've been seeing these strange things in the sky in Menasha, Wisconsin, the area around there, since I was probably like 10 in middle school, I guess, and now I'm 21, and I still see them, but I don't ever upload the videos due to the fact that, like, people don't believe in that shit a lot of times. But I really don't care at this point. I kind of just want to get my whole archive out there. So this is going back from like 2014 till this year. It starts at the most recent and then goes back to the very beginning.
Oh snap. It is handheld too. That's pretty impressive. What is that? A little light right there. What the fuck? What is that? I don't even see that in my eyes. What the fuck is that? Someone flying away from it or something? What the fuck is that? It's a little extra moon or space station on the edge. Why is the moon like one little dot? Shouldn't be like that. Could be called different bits in there. It's like orange and one little dot. That's more how it looks for you. Nevertheless, it's weird. What the fuck is in front of the moon? There's nothing even like cloud in it. There's no clouds. So what could be in front of it? I don't know. It's really weird. It's gonna go away now because it's actually moving past. Is that shit? What the fuck went in front of it? I don't understand. I don't understand. What the hell just happened? Might have been an eclipse, but the fuck is in front of it? There's nothing in front of the moon. No clouds, no nothing. It's just there. Looks like it's fucking changing shape almost, but it's like there's no clouds in front of it. It's a clear fucking night. I don't see any clouds. So what the hell? It keeps going in front of it. Now it's getting bigger and watch. Sooner it'll get small. Something will cover it. There's shit going past it. I don't know what it is. I have no fucking clue. That car to my left has been sitting there for a while now. So I saw a light behind me. What is covering it? It's fine now, but just wait a bit, because it keeps doing that. You'll find that it's going to cover it very fast. It's really weird. It's not the trees are not covering it. Because otherwise if it was the trees, they won't be like covering it only a couple times, they'd be covering it the whole time. I don't know what the fuck this is. Well, it's fine now. So what the hell is covering it before? Just gonna bring it down again so I can see it better. Is my arm really hurt as well? Fuck. What was covering it? To the left, I think. Nothing's covering it now. Well, no, that's the tree that you're seeing right there, but there's nothing over there. I'm gonna go home and chill. to my parents to see what they think. All I can say from the night is it's one weird fucking night. Oh, I see that thing too. It's like a fireball, kinda.
What the fuck is that?
What the hell?
It's like a red mother... turning red and orange.
Yeah.
Fuck. I am tripping balls.
They're not done. We're all seeing it.
It's my favorite color as well, red.
Hmm?
Something's calling to me, dude.
What's calling to me? I'm the one who's been living here. I'm seeing the stuff most
Fuck you.
If anything, it's calling to me.
Dude, I hope one of the stars is going to you up into
Watch this
space.
shit. Look at that. Just keeps blinking like that. It's going left and right, damn it. It's weird, miss. What is that? What in the fuck is that? That ain't a plane. That's not what the thing is. That is not a plane. This doesn't even look like it in real life. It's a fucking blimp or something. Damn, dude, damn. What the hell is that? Let's not do this shit. What the hell is that? That's not a plane though, I don't know what that is. Yo.
Got to the hospital, I was immediately rushed to an emergency room. I had overdosed on my medicine, and the doctors were saying they were going to alert my parents and tell them that I probably wasn't going to make it. So I was already scared, and then I went under. I was in and out of sleep a few times, and that was normal, but eventually I saw this tunnel just shoot through, and it showed me all my past mistakes, my present ones, and the ones I was going to make in the future. It showed me falling in love for the first time, the birth of my daughter, Winter. and it showed me leading up who I would lose, pain from me and Winter's mom's break. I find it significant that all this stuff started happening after I had overdosed. When I had got out the tunnel, I got shot through this almost futuristic feeling cathedral or community, and everyone there, including me, was they were just aliens, but they were made of light, and I felt like I knew everyone, or I should have, and they were talking to me like I should have known them, but I didn't recognize any of them. Everyone looked the same. I was fearing for what was going on at the time, and they had just been telling me to calm down and to take a seat into the pod, which is where I guess I got to talk to. I had recognized it as my creator. I never thought I would recognize it as my creator. What God approached itself to me as was this being of like immense light, this complex light. It was an orange light, and he seemed very black and white in his morals. Like I did not want to die, but he gave me the option to either fix my life or get a new one. The thing is, with the getting a new one, everyone in this community, it seemed like it was normal, and that unsettled me because it made me feel like life itself was just a game for these beings. Like they just were doing this stuff for fun. All of us were just living for fun. But I had expressed I was fearing, and they told me I didn't have much time to make up my mind, and put me in this room inside this void, almost like a liminal space. And I looked digital, like a video game character. I hated it. I was scared. I didn't know what was happening, so I started ripping off my face, like grabbing it, trying to find out why I didn't look like me. And then eventually I did look like me, but it was this version of me that looked the most like me, but also like I had been alive for longer than I had ever actually been. Like I was dead, I was decrepit, I was dead, I was pale, and I got scared, and I realized that was me, and I woke up, and then I was just back in the hospital bed. When I had initially woke up, I told the doctor I was fine and I was gonna go home, and he said, "No, you can't." And I was like, "Well, why fucking not?" And I got all mad at him, and basically said I wouldn't even have been alive if he didn't Narcan me. So that's why I believe that what I experienced was the afterlife and not just some sort of fucked up dream, due to the fact that I was dead for an okay amount of time. I'm not trying to make people fear death or say this is definitely heaven. I could have went anywhere. No one knows what the afterlife is, to be honest. It's an enigma. That's why we have faith in what we believe in. Although this wasn't what I believed in, and this occurred to me, so I just thought I'd share my story. And this was about 2 or 3 years ago when I overdosed from taking a bunch of sleeping pills that stopped my heart. I don't talk about it much in the channel, but I have been doing a lot of like spiritual and like getting more into that side of my life on my channel, so I figured I'd talk about this because it's been a crucial part of it as well. I wanted to touch on this as well because the images that I use for the afterlife, it's genuinely the most accurate I can get my experience of it to be. I did not use AI or anything to make them. I used to photo edit a lot, and I basically have photos of those that seraphim thing that I believe I caught on camera, and I use that for this image in the corners, and I used cloud PNGs. I remembered what the environment looked like when I was in that state, and so I basically tried to replicate everything as best as I could with editing. So it's the most accurate you're gonna see to what I experienced, so like I can't really explain it any better than that. I apologize, but yeah, have a good night. Alright, so a few weeks back, I was in a severely lost headspace, and I typically do go to a meditation standpoint when I get in that headspace where I just don't know what to go. I take a minute, think back, meditate, evaluate. Alright, got that down, but I was learning about different types of meditations and different frequencies as such, and I got really deep into the Akashic Records loophole, and just started reading a bunch of manifestation stuff, and that's going to be for another video, but the manifestation research is what led me to the Akashic Records. Thing is, I had done the meditation. I had done 30 minutes of a 1-hour meditation to access the Akashic Records. And I had got myself into the mindset. Once I got tapped in, I didn't stop feeling the effects, and I guess not even the effects, but like I didn't stop seeing past the veil, I guess, until I got out of a very meditative mindset and was more just fucking around again. But I wanted to share what it was like. So this is going to be that video. So initially, like I said, I was manifesting. I was trying to better my life in a astral standpoint. And that was going quite well. A lot of things were happening. And like I said, I'm going to get into that on a different video because it all is different categories, but it's every single bit of it is kind of magical. The Akashic Records is basically like the central mind, or like the central library of all the information, of all the energy within the world, including our consciousness and everything around us. Once you access it, though, it's like tuning into a radio wave that doesn't turn off until you learn how to turn it off. So like I can get myself in this mindset now very easily, now that I know what mindset I have to be in. I don't like sharing the things that I learned from it due to the fact that I don't really like to know what I have learned. It's scary things. It's things I wouldn't wish anyone would know, but it does genuinely help you if you're able to stand it. Although I do like, there are many moments where I look back at it and I wish I didn't learn the things I learned from this experience. But it's like tuning into a radio signal that's never turned off. It's just always fucking going, and those radio waves and all the sounds coming through is everything around you, not just people, but even how like plants and stuff are thinking about you in like a this general standpoint, like, because they are alive, they have emotions in one way or another. You'll feel that. If you don't hear it, you won't always hear people's thoughts or anything like that, but you'll know what they're thinking without them giving you a single sign. It's like you're tapped into everything. And it literally got to a point where I wasn't sleeping for like a good week because I couldn't. My head was so loud. But once I got myself out of that mindset, I realized, due to being stuck in that fucking hell where it was just loud in my head and I was having panic attacks and stuff, thinking it was just anxiety, but knowing it was more due to the surroundings happening around me. Like once I got out of that mindset, I could kind of level it out in a way. Like now I can, if I really wanted to, I could probably access it again whenever I wanted to. It's just I can't do it all the time. It genuinely is an overwhelming feeling. I don't really know how to explain it. It's something you can't really explain unless you feel it. It's almost like you're accessing everyone's thoughts at once, like some Professor Xavier type stuff. But it's painful. It really is painful. Although if you can take your minutes to calm down in that experience and actually gather what's happening around you, it's magical. I learned a lot about life itself, existence, creation, and just how generally we shape our world around us. Like, regardless of what you think it is true, things will only go good when you're in a good headspace. If you're in a bad headspace, things are gonna go bad. And that's why life is a test. It tests us to stay strong and stay happy even when shit's going bad. Otherwise, it's gonna keep throwing bad shit at us. It really beats you down until you realize that too. But yeah, just wanted to explain that a little bit. I'll try to do like some visual representation. I don't really know how, but I'll figure something out. I also wanted to mention I'm family friends with a very well-known Wiccan high priestess in Wisconsin. Her name is Jamie. I'm not going to state last names because it's not my like place to say or anything. She was one of the first people to marry like a gay couple in Wisconsin, and she's been very well known for like her priest and spiritual practices. She's come to our house a few times and helped sage it when we've had issues with stuff. But I wanted to show you these messages between me and her, because I had asked her more information about it due to me being so new on it. And since she had been in the spiritual community for over like God knows how many fucking years, I just thought it was very interesting, so I'll read those here. So I had initially called her last night about to ask the question, but she didn't answer, so she had texted me this morning, and I had responded with, "Nothing bad's going on. I just wanted to know if you ever experienced viewing the Akashic Records. A few weeks back, I was doing a ton of meditation and light work, and I had an experience with it for about 2 weeks. It was the most clarity and information flowing into me I've ever had on creation, existence, and life's energies, though it was constant information, so it got overwhelming and only stopped when I took a break from meditation. I was curious if you know more. I just recently been able to tap into that side and been able to kind of toggle it, like tune it in and out, and just seeing if you had any spiritual guidance." Now, Jamie's typically the person I go to for spiritual guidance due to her status, and because she was the first person to confirm that there was an energy around me, and she stated that I was a medium and could tap into like the spiritual side of things, and that's what kind of made me like actually embrace it more and not be as afraid and think of it more as like a gift than a curse. She states here that not everyone can see it and that she has a hard time accessing them, and I do believe that is to the fact that it is so fucking overwhelming once you have. But she states that it is maybe better for people who can handle it to like use it to guide themselves, and that is what you can use it to do. It is a very useful tool as long as you can handle the information you're given with it. I don't want to keep you good chaps any longer, so I'll let you go. But that was my story for the day. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Today's story is about the time I got too cocky and dove into the dark side of the occult rather than sticking to basic light work that I am used to doing. So typically I will, when I meditate, if I wish to speak with anything, I first set it as my intuition to make contact with something, and typically I'll see fish or I'll see landscapes or other like tools and weapons from old ancient times, and that's cool. But this day I saw, most people would say it resembles the devil. It's an elk skull within my vision. Although I was scared of it. I had been practicing protection spells and all that, so I had gotten a little cocky with it, and I basically told it like it could live around us and stuff as long as it didn't harm anyone. You never want to do that, and if you're able to make contact with anything, you never want to actually invite it in. You just want to observe at most. And even then, the saying is curiosity killed the cat. When I had said this to this being, I had gotten a bunch of visions, almost like flashbacks, where I had just seen people being like torn apart, like gruesomely and vilely, like in disgusting, horrible ways. And after that, I knew I kind of fucked up, but I didn't notice anything besides the air was heavy for weeks on end after that. Following up to that, though, I started seeing something on the corner of my eye throughout the weeks, and it would only be around when I was super irritated, almost like I wasn't in control of myself, when I was in a really bad fit of rage. It almost looked like a gargoyle, but it had no mouth, no ears, no wings, so it didn't really resemble a gargoyle, but it sat just like one, and it would always be the top of our stairs, just like this. But I would see this thing in multiple places of our house, and I'd see it when I was on walks. It's anytime I was in a mood where I felt like I was ready to fucking like end someone, I would see this thing around me, and I could not tell what it was whatsoever. It resembled basically what I'm showing here, except that the eyes were more like buttons in the real version. He didn't really have like eyes, I guess, and the mouth was complete slits, which you can't really make out here. It was just 3 slits going down. And I don't know, every time I saw this thing, I would just freeze, and it struck like this eerie, like you don't know what it's going to do, I guess. It's almost intimidating just looking at it sometimes. But it got so bad to the point where it was taking a mental toll on me. I would see this thing when I was sleeping, when I was closing my eyes, randomly just closing my eyes, I'd see its face. It was so bad, and So I had told my mom if we could sage the house again, because whenever we have bad omens and stuff around, we sage the house. And the minute we did, this creature was gone. But that's the end of the story. But I want to touch up a little more on it. I looked up around the time what it could have been, and I didn't get any definitive answer. But there were a lot of Asian folklore and like myths and stuff that resembled it a lot. So I'm open to the possibility that anything is possible. So I just thought this was an interesting story and I wanted to share it. Next up, we might be touching on manifestation. I'm not sure.